Hello everybody, my name is Joy. Welcome to the second chapter of the Phasmophobia Ghost Compendium featuring the Spirit. The footage for this video I recorded on Tanglewood Street House on a solo job, professional difficulty. Making a video about the spirit can be a little bit difficult due to the fact that they tend to be very versatile, often mimicking the behavior of other ghost types. The spirit I was dealing with gave me a sign pretty early. As I stepped into the kitchen, I heard a footstep and I witnessed a ghost interaction. Upon returning to the truck, I could confirm that the activity was indeed rather high. I started setting up, bringing equipment to the ghost room. Right after placing the ghostwriting book, not even 5 seconds later, I already acquired ghostwriting. I swept the perimeter for further evidence, however I did not find any fingerprints. At this point I returned to check for ghost orbs, with which I had no luck, so I decided to set up another camera, and with the thermometer I was trying to make sure I got the ghost room right. And as you can see here, even though all the interactions and the ghostwriting was bound to the dining room, the temperatures were lowest in the kitchen. This video also demonstrates how the dining room and the kitchen are actually separate rooms in the game, even though there is no wall or visible divider between these two. Are you here? Later I returned with a spirit box, which tested positive. So at this point I already had two evidence, the ghostwriting and the spirit box, leaving me with an EMF 5 only, or a spirit which would have yielded fingerprints, or the demon which was characterized by freezing temperatures. The latter I could pretty much exclude, so I went back and I tried to squeeze out the last evidence of the ghost.
Can you do something?
I placed the second ghostwriting book, as you can see here, and right after doing so, by the time I turned around, it was already filled out. The ghost was very active when it was interacting with the ghost books.
Can you show yourself?
However, as you can see here, by the lights being turned on,
Can you show yourself?
it didn't really do anything else apart from it.
Can you do something? Can you give me a sign?
Since I was sure the ghost was using the spirit box, I decided on an experiment, locking my sanity around 73%, returning to the ghost
Are
room
you here?
and using the spirit box once more.
Are you here?
During the entire time, I had a candle nearby, and as you can see, my sanity was the same upon returning to the truck, meaning that using the spirit box on its own, even if you get a response, is not going to drain your sanity.
Can you give me a sign?
I also brought in a crucifix, as you can see, which I placed upon the counter for later use, and I managed to photograph a few footprints. The footprints in this room tend to be under the carpet, which makes them sometimes harder to detect.
Do you want the lights off?
After turning the lights off, it became evident that this ghost was preferring darkness,
Can you do something?
because it again became very active.
Can you do something?
At this point, I even managed to gather the last piece of evidence, since the ghost finally touched the door that was leading downstairs, on which it left a fingerprint. This allowed me to confirm I was dealing with a spirit. I, however, still had some objectives left to complete before I could leave.
Can you give me a sign?
I spent a rather long time trying to
Can you show yourself?
witness a ghost event or take a ghost picture.
Can you give me a sign?
However, this proved rather challenging, and keeping the lights on or off was not making a difference. While sweeping for fingerprints, I realized the ghost left some even further away from the ghost room, and upon returning to the ghost room I encountered my first hunt. I also attempted to take a picture of the ghost during the hunt, however it didn't decide to come to this end of the building. Once I returned to the truck, I noted that the hunt began a little bit above 40% sanity, and also that my crucifix got used, which I noted only by seeing it on the board as a completed objective. At this point another hunt began, which presented me with the perfect opportunity to demonstrate the spirit's special trait, which is unique amongst all the other ghosts. Smudging any other type of ghost is going to result in being unable to hunt for 90 seconds. However, with the spirit, this duration is 3 minutes. This unique trait can help you identify the spirit even without having any other evidence. On the other hand, spirits in normal runs are generally easy to deal with since they usually are giving up evidence fast and willingly. How complicated completing the objectives will be, however, will depend on the individual spirit you're facing. Luckily, being patient and trying to appeal to the ghost by turning the lights on or off accordingly will yield results eventually. Exactly on the 3-minute mark, the ghost started hunting again. After surviving the hunt in my trusty locker, I decided to repeat the smudge test. During the 3 minutes that followed the smudging, I spent most of my time inside of the ghost room, hoping to witness a ghost event, but the ghost refused to cooperate. Some spirits in other runs are appearing all the time or keep whispering in the player's ears. Others, like this one, however, tend to act really shy, underlining again how versatile they can be. Hitting the 3 minutes marker, the hunt did not start immediately. This is because the smudge doesn't make the spirit hunt in 3 minutes, only preventing it to do so for that period of time, after which the spirit is free to choose the time of its next hunt. Reaching lower sanity levels, my spirit started to interact more, yielding 2 ghost events in a row. Having witnessed these ghost events, my objectives got complete, so I was ready to go. And so my run ended against the spirit, a ghost characterized by ghostwriting, spirit box, and fingerprints. Having no modifiers on its level of aggression or interactions with the player, however having the unique trait to be unable to hunt for 3 minutes after being smudged. This concludes the second chapter of the Phasmophobia Ghost Compendium. Thank you all for watching and see you on the field.